Hey everyone, my name is Ghali. I'm a principal consultant and trainer with the 280 Group, and I want to answer a question that was given back to me from one of our webinars a couple weeks ago. So the question has to do with how do you manage dependencies within the organization for your tech debt? This is actually a very common situation, very common challenge that PMs have even with their regular features. It isn't just the one feature team or one product team that you're working with to manage that tech debt or even your features. You may be working across your IT organization and have dependencies from multiple teams. So the question is, how do you manage those dependencies? Well, it's the same as if you were managing dependencies for a big feature rollout or capability rollout. The big takeaway is there needs to be transparency and alignment. Now, you may have different events like Scrum of Scrums, where you get your Scrum Masters together with some regular cadence and you have them meet and talk about those key dependencies that you're relying on. Or you may get your product owners together with some regularity and discuss those different dependencies. Now, one of the ways that I find a lot of value when I'm working on dependencies across the organization is utilizing a technique called quarterly planning, where as a product team, you're getting together on a quarterly basis with any teams that you interface with your product, and you're going to be talking about what is your strategy for that quarter. And that strategy not only includes what you're going to be doing for the new capabilities that you want to deliver, but that strategy includes what are you going to do to manage your technical debt. If you can bring the other teams that would be impacted by that technical debt or by that project into that discussion and begin to identify the key dependencies and key risks ahead of time, then what you can do is you can be transparent about it, not only with your product team, but with the other teams in the organization. And then you're going to manage those dependencies through those different events that I mentioned earlier, like your Scrum of Scrum, or even your product owner meetup. But again, the idea here is around plan and follow-up. Be transparent. Be clear about what your dependencies and what your risks are and who's going to manage or how are you going to manage what those dependencies look like.